Back in the grow tent, and then somehow this one just leapt off of the shelf. Just leapt off. I wasn't near the shelf. I don't know what happened. It just took a deep dive, and I was like, are you okay? Because I wasn't okay. Hello gang, I hope you're well. Welcome back to another video. Today I am giving you some updates on some of my Anthurium seedlings, which I'm very excited about. And I'm cheating a little bit because I have got some Anthuriums that are not technically seedlings, but I wanted to update you on anyway. Before we get into it, it is a hot day. I have the window open. I'm sorry, I know you can hear the traffic. I know my mic is not that good, but it is a hot day and your girl don't want to get sweaty. So I've literally just given all of these guys a drink. As I said, it's a hot day and I didn't realise how dry they'd gotten. So they've all been basking in some water this morning. I feel like some of them don't look quite as good as they would if they were like properly hydrated, but we're just going to do this video anyway because I'm not completely sure what else to film today. So this first one, I'm going to start with the Kartel Daun plants. If you watched this video, these are the plants I'm talking about. This first one is the Ralph Lynam crossed with Fort Sherman. Ralph Lynam crossed with Fort Sherman. What on earth? Sherman. This is the Ralph Lynam crossed with Fort Sherman, selfed. So it's like two plants that have been selfed together, and this is one of the seedlings that have come from that batch. So this is the newest leaf. And I couldn't remember if it came with this leaf. I don't feel like it did, or maybe it was like just coming out or something, but this is the newest leaf it's put out recently. I think it is finished hardening off. You can like see that velvet sheen to it. I really like the long length of this and like the teeny little little lobes. Here's the backs. You can kind of see, but yeah, I feel like this guy's doing quite well. His roots are rooting, they're doing pretty well too. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say about this one, but I'm really enjoying watching it grow. So this next one from Kartel Daun is struggling a little bit. It is the Dark Phoenix crossed with itself. This is what it's looking like currently. It is just in the one leaf club, and I'm pretty sure it came with this leaf. I feel like this was one where there was a new leaf on the way, and I'm pretty sure in the video where I filmed unboxing them I said I don't think this leaf is going to survive, and it definitely didn't. So this is kind of what we're working with. There is definitely some swelling and some movement happening, so I'm hopeful that this little guy will give me a new leaf because I'm so excited to have a Dark Phoenix in my collection. Like, I just want it to be a beautiful plant. I can't really see any roots in here, which is a bit worrying, so it has been in here for long enough to have roots, but the ones I can see on top look pretty healthy, and as I said, there's definitely some movement happening, so it must have some roots if it's starting to grow, right? So this next one is the last like seedling that they sent, and then I've got some ones that have grown from like, were they actually seeds or were they like teeny weeny sprouted seeds? I can't remember. But this one is the Dark Phoenix crossed with a Goliath, and it's currently the faith. Oh, it's dripping everywhere. Look how dark that leaf is. Is it focused? Look at that. Like the velvet sheen. Obviously, this leaf looks awful. This leaf looks really, really bad, and I think it looks like this because of a lack of nutrients. Obviously my fault. But this one that it's put out in my care is looking stunning. I really hope that the velvety sheen is coming off on it because it's so pretty. You can see the back here. Oh, look at that back. It's so dark. And you may have spotted it's got a new leaf coming. Oh, I'm so excited. This one's doing really well. Again, not that many roots visible in the pot, but there's a new leaf coming, so it's got to be happy, right? Can I get rid of that sheath? Ugh. It's just It's stunning. So stunning. Like it's got such a, it's got like an oil slick kind of shimmer. Like just so pretty. Good grief, you can really see it dripping. Okay, and then the last ones that I got from Kartel Daun were the ones, I can't remember if they were seeds or sprouted seedlings, but there's two of them, and they are the Ralph Lynham crossed Fort Sherman crossed with a dark phoenix. Oh, so drippy. Hang on, just getting a soggy carpet. So look at these little babies. Ooh, aren't they looking cute? Oh, I'm getting so wet. I am really enjoying watching these grow from such a tiny size. I feel like they're sizing up quite nicely. Like, I will say that I am definitely not the best at growing anthuriums from seedlings. I do really struggle with them being from like a small size. I'm sorry, the camera's not auto-focusing today. Yeah, I've really struggled, and I think what the struggle has been is I've been scared to over fertilize, so I've not really been fertilizing at all. But obviously they are growing at a rapid rate, so they do need to be fertilized, and I feel like I have definitely noticed some turning around since starting to add fertilizer into watering them. So fingers crossed this year will be the year that they all blow up. Next, I'm going to show you the seedlings that I got from Dania, who is a friend from the States. She came over to the UK last summer to visit her partner's family, and she brought over some seedlings for me, and they were teeny weeny, and I feel like when I go back through that video to show you the size of them, I will appreciate that they have actually grown, but I feel like they haven't grown. They're still very tiny. As I said, I'm not very good with my seedlings. I have not been fertilizing them. I am now. However, I feel like this one in particular is really struggling, and so it's the Anthurium Dock Block Magnificum F2 crossed with itself, which, like, I still can't believe I have it in my collection, but we think it is variegated, which is really exciting. I know some of her other seedlings from that batch were variegated as well, but it's really struggling, like really struggling. It's not a happy camper at all. So this is the most recent leaf, which you can see is still tiny, and you can see the variegation in it. And then the older leaves are just, they're not happy. Not happy. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to make it happy. It has got a new leaf coming. There's, I can see a little bump down here. So we'll see. Like, I feel like I would rather it just grow and be happy than be variegated. Like, if the variegated went, if the variegation went and the plant just grew and was really happy, I would be fine with that. I don't need it to be variegated. I just need it to be healthy and happy, and it looks so bizarre. Like, there's like a texture to it which I don't feel like is coming off on camera. But yeah, it's not an interesting one. I'll see if I can like capture what I mean by the texture in like a clip and put it in, but it's interesting. I don't know. One of the other seedlings that I got from Dania was a red crystal Tazula. Is it crossed with itself? I haven't got the tag. I'm hoping it's somewhere in the greenhouse. And this one was doing quite well. It was doing quite well, and I sized it up because, you know, I know lots of you also watch Charmaine and Alice's channels, and they're doing the boat mode method, coined by Alice, of sizing up their anthuriums. So I did that for a couple of mine, got them in tree fern fibre mix, you know, because that's all the rage for anthuriums too right now. And I did that, and I put them all back in the grow tent, and then somehow this one just leapt off of the shelf. It just, I wasn't near the shelf. I don't know what happened. It just took a deep dive to the floor, came crashing down, took out a couple of other plants with it, came out of its freshly potted pot, and I was like, are you okay? Because I wasn't okay. It didn't damage anything, to be fair, but the new leaf that was coming out is just, it looks a little bit like it's confused as to what direction it needs to go in. Oh, and it's a little bit wobbly in the pot because obviously it came flying out and I just really quickly like tried to get it back in, but this is what we're working with. So let me show you all of the leaves. So this is the, hang on, let me start. So this is the oldest one that we have at the moment. It's put out, I think it's put out 4 leaves in my care, and the oldest one that it put out in my care has gone. It was a really cute little silly round one, it was so funny. But this is the most oldest that's on there now. Then there's this one. I'm really hoping the camera is capturing its beauty. It's a very dark green, cute silver veining with the little red sinus. And then the newest leaf is down here, which it's like, oh, it's so floppy. I really need to pot it properly, but if I do that now, you won't be able to actually see it at all. Hang on, here you go. Here you go. Can you see that now? Good grief, this is terrible. I feel like everyone is cringing. The leaf has hardened off. It's not going to stretch anymore. But you can see it's got the kind of pinky red veining in it. From the back, these are beautiful. Like, look at that. I'm excited about this one. I really do need to get it potted up properly. And I don't really know how to pot it up with that leaf so like curled under itself. Like, can I hook it over there and just twist the substrate around a little bit? Oh, I just splattered stuff everywhere. Oh, look at that green root. It has got a really nice root system on it. I'm gonna put some more like of the substrate in here, but I've just hooked the new leaf off to the side. Oh dear, honestly. But I love this one. I just need to make sure it doesn't go flying off of any more shelves. And then the last one that I got from Dania is the Anthurium Seedlings F crossed with an Ace of Spades green, and oh, I love it. This one's probably it's definitely the one that's doing the best. Like, look at these leaves. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. I absolutely, oh, it's dribbling down my elbow. I absolutely love these leaves. They're so stunning. So stunning. It's got 4 on at the moment. This is one of the really little ones that obviously is dying off. Here's this one, and then this one. Look how red the petiole is. Like, that's insane. And there is a new leaf on the way, which I don't think you can see, or you can kind of see. It's so cute. This one and the red crystal are really thick. Like, the leaves they just feel thicker and more plump than all of the other seedlings I've shown you so far. I really like it. I'm so drippy. Okay, what other seedlings do I have to show you? Oh, okay, I'm going to show you some. So I got 3 seeds from Michaela at Please Send Notes on Instagram, and I feel like these are a really good way to show you how seeds from the same seed batch are not all equal. So it's an Anthurium No ID crossed with a Luxurians, and I love it. But literally these I got these from, so they were seeds. Oh, words. These were seeds sent to me, and I've grown them from seeds. They weren't sprouted or anything. They're all from the same batch, but look at the size difference. And I know, considering I've had these for probably a year now. It's so loud outside, I'm so sorry. Because I've had these for a year now, they should be bigger. Like, all of these should be bigger, I know that. But like I said, I know I've not been very good at fertilizing my Anthurium seedlings. But this is obviously the biggest, and that colour is not coming across on camera at all. It never does. It's such a pink. It is such a pink. It's so beautiful. And then there's this one, and then there's 2 in here. This one here, and then this tiny little thing here. Like, How mad is that? They're all from the same seed batch, but they all look so, and they've had the same care, like it's not been great care, but they've all had the same care. But they all look so different. My elbow is just dripping. It was such a sensory ick. Ugh. I didn't plan this video very well, did I? Ugh. So the last like proper seedling that I wanted to share with you before I throw in the Anthurium small plants that aren't really seedlings was this one. It is the Hue crossed with Forgetii, crossed with an Ace of Spades, crossed with a Pappy from Miriam, which is Plants the Sloth Way on Instagram. I got this from the recent plant swap, and this was the oldest leaf when I got it from the swap. It had this little yellow leaf here, this one here, and then this gorgeous dark one. So pretty, and it is still working on this leaf currently, which ugh, I feel like the lighting's not a very, it's not a very good day for filming. Ooh, wobbly hands. There's this one, which, like, I'm sorry, is that sinus not the cutest? Does it not look like a little like butt? Like if I turn it this way around, that's a butt, right? The minimal veining and the colour of the veining is stunning. I'm a really, really big fan. That's the back of the leaf. Like, it's so pretty. So pretty. I really love having that one in my collection. Like, can't wait. I mean, I can't wait to see them all grow. Like, come on, this needs to be the year that I actually have some big anthuriums, because I've got a lot of them. They're all just really tiny, which I know when they get big, I'm not going to be like massively happy about having to find space for them, but like, come on, do some growing. I wanted to share this one with you. This is I think it's just a crystallinum that I got sent to me as like a little gift from a friend. This is the oldest leaf on it. Clearly not happy, not a happy leaf at all, but this one has done really well. There's a fungus that, I didn't get it. But it's had leaves this size for like a long time, like 2 years. Like, it should be so much bigger, and started fertilizing. And it's got this leaf, which it's such an interesting color. It's like a browny burnt orange. Like, I don't think the true color's coming off on camera, but I love the veining. I love the shape of the sinus. Like, it's so cute. And the petioles on this one are such a deep maroon red. But yeah, I just really wanted to share this one. Such a cutie. I love that it's kind of like scooped itself like over the pot. I wanted to give a little update on these guys. So these are supposed to be Anthurium moodianum, and I bought a moodianum plant, like a small, not seedling, but like a teenager plant, and it didn't make it, but it shot off 3 pups, and I think I swapped one of them. Can't remember who got it, but this is the other 2. But I feel like they're not quite, I know they're still tiny and they're still tine, but moodianum's quite a dark anthurium, and they're just really not giving dark anthurium vibes at all. But they're cute, and I've boat moded them and started fertilizing, so hopefully we'll see some shifting. But I just kind of wanted to document what they're looking like at this moment in time. It's May 2024 for future me when I'm looking back at this video. I wanted to share this little beauty. So this is an Anthurium crystal silver crossed with Doriaki, or like the other way around. This is one that I've had for years and years. It was a gorgeous, not much bigger, but like bigger mother plant that I rotted out, and it had loads of pups come off of it, and this is one of the pups. Like, the mother plant is gone, but it pupped loads. I have let it dry out too many times, as you can tell by these crispy tipped leaves, but it's currently working on this new leaf, and I'm just so excited about it. I just love how silver this anthurium is. Like, I feel like the silver anthuriums don't get a whole lot of love, and I think they deserve it just a little bit. It's got like, it's like a coral corally pinky new leaf with the silver over top. Just so cute, so cute. This is a batch of 3 crystallinum silvers. These were grown from seedlings, which I've potted them all together just because I was kind of fed up of having so many of the same plant not potted together. But I'm really enjoying looking at all of the different like characteristics. So you've got kind of like this one with this sinus shape, and then this one over here with a slightly different sinus shape. We've got new leaves that come out in this gorgeous pinky reddy orange colour. This one, this new leaf down here, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show you it. I'm going to have to show it upside down. I really love the veining on this new leaf. It's so interesting. But I just wanted to do an update on this little cluster of seeds. Well, grown from seedlings. I feel like they're looking really cute. These next 2 are updates from this video where I chopped 2 of my anthuriums. This is the one that I thought had Forgetii in it, but was sold. It was sold as pure pappy, and obviously it's not pure pappy, but it did have a slightly fused sinus on some of the leaves of the mother plant. But this is what is this? This is the base of the mother plant. So I took a top cutting, and then this is like the bottom bit. So it was just a stump. It didn't have any leaves, and it sprouted from 3 different growth points. So there's one here, and one here. And what I love about it is that these all look just like the mother plant, which they should. They're technically like, I think they're considered clones, but they just look just like her, like literally just like her. And so this is one of the newer leaves, and then this is the other new leaf, and then here behind this one is another new leaf. I just love how like they come in really red, and they're just long slinky leaves. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if it had like waterberry almond or something in it, but I literally have no idea. This one's one that gets the random spots of blister variegation, which I think you can only really see on this leaf kind of here. Like the top cut always has really interesting blister variegation on it. But yeah, that's a little update. 3 growth points, and they're all growing quite equally. It's really cool. And then this one is the butt cut of another plant that was sent to me as a pure pappy, but I have wondered if it's like a velvet moira. But this is dripping on me. It put out 2 growth points from the butt cut, but one of them didn't make it because I let it dry out. And which one's the oldest leaf? This one. This was the first leaf it put out of, oh my god, good job I got dark carpets, Christ. This one was the first one it put out from the butt. Oh my god, okay, hang on. I need this to drip into something, not just my hand. I'm gonna hold this plant underneath it. So this was the first leaf to come out of the butt cut, which I thought was quite a decent size. Again, it's got the weird mottling on it, which I'm assuming is because of lack of fertilization. This one was the next one, which dried out. That's why it's got a funky lobe there. And then this is the current one that's coming out. Ooh. Which is still quite floppy. Are you dripping anymore? Change the angle now. So this one is still quite floppy, and it's sizing up. But it looks so much like the mother plant. Again, it should, it's a clone. But yeah, I have noticed this tiny little splodge of variegation just there. Like, I've got no expectations for it to continue, but tiny little splodge there. So that's that one. And the last anthurium that I want to share with you, I am loving so much, and I don't actually know what this is. So my friend Sarah bought me this for a birthday present. Was it last year or the year before? I can't actually remember. And she bought it as an Anthurium Dressleri. Now, looking on Instagram at Anthurium dresslerii, or dressleri, this does not look like that. I don't mind, I think it's beautiful, and the newest leaf I am so in love with. I really have to show you. The two older leaves are a little bit crispy. Again, I let it dry out. I'm such a terrible plant parent, like I cannot keep on top of watering things. They have got crispy tips. They're not looking the best. I will show you it. I have recently upsized it. I have recently upsized the pot, but the leaf that I'm obsessed with came out before I upsized it. What else do I need to tell you about this plant? It's in caterpillar growth, which is quite exciting. It has been for a while. Okay, I'm just going to show you now. I'm sorry. Is this new leaf not the roundest thing you've ever seen? I love it so much. Like, these two older leaves, like, yep, they were beautiful. Like, I quite liked the kind of overlapping lobes here and the kind of the venation on the sinus area is beautiful, but the roundness, oh my god, I love it. It's like a little bowl, like it's giving what is that one called, the hue, the king of spades, like it's giving that vibe, and I'm not mad about it because I want one of those so bad. But like, obsessed with how round it is. I love it so much, so much. It's like a little like turtle shell or something, like, ooh, so cute. Okay, those are all of my Anthurium updates for you today. I absolutely love them all. Like, I wanted to pick a favourite and then ask you what your favourite was, but I actually can't pick a favourite, so if you can, I would love to hear it. Please pop it in the comments. If you do have any more tips for upsizing Anthurium seedlings, please let me know. Or is it just, what? It's so noisy outside today. What was I saying? Tips for upsizing. Is it just that I need to be fertilizing more? It might be that. Fertilizing more and not letting them dry out. That's probably what it is. But if you think of anything else that it might be, please do let me know. Obviously, some of them, like the No ID crossed with the Lux, like some of those seedlings are definitely just the runts of the batch, and I don't know what hope they have of ever being really big, but some of them have definitely got potential. So let me know if you know any secrets. Like, don't gatekeep now. Share them here. Share them with me and us. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. I am planning on doing like an entire Anthurium collection video very soon. That just feels quite daunting because I would say that Anthuriums probably make up like a quarter of my collection, and I did count recently, and I think, what was the number? I think I was hitting like 250 plants, maybe 260 with propagations included, maybe, well, I don't know, but there's a lot of plants going on here and there's a lot of Anthuriums. But I will be doing an entire Anthuriums collection video. I really enjoyed doing my Hoya collection video, and I'm curious, like, I want to do an Anthuriums one, I want to do a philodendron one, and like a cacti and succulent one. What other plants have I got? And then I guess I'll have to do like a miscellaneous, the ones that don't really fit into those categories. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.